crafters. Hope you're having a great night. I'm going to be starting out with doing my first gift or box project of Christmas, and this is just a really quick one, but I thought it was really a great idea when I had seen somebody else do this. And I need to make several different boxes this size, and I had made one in a fall paper earlier, but it's basically you can make this box to fit a couple different sizes. I probably wouldn't do it much bigger than this size of a box because it isn't as strong unless you get a really strong pattern paper. So this box that I have here is just opens like this, and I have a small gift or pin inside, but it's nice because you can see the color of the cardstock on the inside, and then I just put a sticker on the front and I put my ribbon around the box, which that's the same thing that I did. Oh shoot, I can't get it on, sorry. And then this one, I made this a little bit bigger, but exactly the same way. I have these ornaments that I'm going to be giving for this year. I thought it was the funniest thing. It's Stink Stank Stunk 2020 with the mask. I got these on Etsy, and they were in a shop called So Love to Sew. You may know who it is by the fact that she also makes cards. Her name, otherwise it's Crazy Paper Chick, but I saw that on Etsy, and I thought they were hilarious. So, especially because my brother-in-law and sister-in-law really like the Grinch, so I thought I would give them one for this year. So what I'm going to do is show you how to make this little box. It is so quick, and it's a basic pattern that can be used for a 4-inch wide, which will give you a 2-inch box. You could do a 3-inch wide, you know, that'll give you a pretty small box, but you can go 5 or 6. I went 6, and so I'm going to use this paper for my next box. Basically what the pattern is for this smaller one, the measurements for this was 4 inches by 12. So we're going to make this box a little bit bigger and a little bit more square. And so I cut this paper by 6 and 6 by 12. And the scoring is exactly the same as it is for the 4-inch, as it is for the 6-inch, as the 5-inch. So basically what's going to happen first of all is we're going to go ahead and we're going to score at 1 inch all the way around on this paper. So every side at 1 inch. And then we're going to go back and put this to the top with our 12-inch side at the top, and we're going to score at 5.5 and then at 6.5. And what that's going to do is it's going to give us a 1-inch depth in our box. If you need to have something that's a little bit deeper, you just need to allow for that when, you know, with your width-wise in measuring it out. If you want to have it wider, it's going to make the box smaller this way, but you can compensate for going in the width-wise. But I think these are some good little boxes, and it's a nice standard size for a box. So what I want to do first of all is go ahead and just crease these lines. And this paper is a piece of paper from Farmhouse Christmas by Cartabella. So the other thing that's really nice about this is that you can use, I wouldn't say scraps, but you know, sometimes at the end of a collection you have a very you have some bigger pieces that are left, but you're just not quite sure what you're going to do with them. So this is something that you can utilize or make boxes out of. I love making boxes. I think they're so fun. So now that we have everything that is folded and scored, we're going to do just really the traditional cut to our box. We're going to cut on the left side of that score line so that we can come here and angle on all of these tabs. So we're going to do this on every single tab on here. And then just miter that a little bit so that when we do glue it together, that it won't stick out above the box. Because this basically is going to give us some structure to the sides of our box. Or not necessarily structure as much as some weight to it. So I guess it would be structure. The other thing that I have seen done, and it's totally up to you, don't think it's necessary on this type of a box because we're not going to be lining it or anything, but I know sometimes people like to have a clean edge on the top of their box when they turn it over. So sometimes they like to give themselves an extra half of an inch in order to fold that over. But with this box, because the pattern paper is basically our box, you'll end up seeing those edges. So it's up to you, really, if you think that that works. I watch some people cutting those little tabs and I think how they can do it so quickly and easily. Or mine always seem to stick. I don't seem to get all the way to the top. So, all right. So this is a lot of what we're going to be doing for our box. One of the things that I look at is if I've got a pattern, which way I want my box to face with the pattern. But otherwise, this is going to be the base of the box, and this is going to be our cover. So what I'm going to do here is get out my glue and then get this matched up to the corners real nicely. Make sure it's down on the edges properly. Sorry if I went out of camera, I apologize. And we're going to do the other side. All right, and so I apologize if you hear that in the background. It's my daughter. She works with training dogs, and she's working on doorbell training with them right now. We've got two Borden trains that are 7 months old. One is a Bernedoodle, and one is a Black Lab. And their names are Lucy and Bear. So they're both females. So when she's got Borden trains, we always seem to have a pretty full house because we have two dogs of our own. So then the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to just do our cover. And this is such a fast and easy box that if you even need something for a gift card, this is a perfect little box to put a gift card in. Maybe you want to do 5 inches across rather than the 6 that I'm doing, so that it makes it a little bit smaller or tighter. That's always a possibility as well, but the nice thing about it is that it really comes together so quickly, and it makes it such a simple, easy box. So then once we've got that all glued together, we can take and put that down, and that basically is our box. So what I would do then is I have some ribbon, and I would probably put some tissue paper in, but I just tie it up with my oh, silly me. I think that's more than enough. Let's pull that in here. And then by tying this bow or this ribbon around, you are going to have a closure for your box. Now, you can do a lot of different things with this box. You can go ahead and, do bits of decorating. One of the things that I did on this box is I just took one of the stickers, and then I had these little holly leaves left over from last year, and I put them down onto the box. One of the other things that I like to do is I like to dovetail my ends of my ribbon. So I just do that. And then once those are dovetailed, I will take my fray check, and I just run my fray check along the edges of this. Oh, look it, I cut that the wrong way. Hey. Doing it the wrong way again. There we go. Every once in a while I do that. It's like I think I'm doing it one way and it comes back the other way. So then the other thing that we can do is take a look at if you've got a sticker book or you've got some ephemera to put on the top of the box to give it a little bit of a little punch. So we could even put something like this, because this is a bigger framed box. So I'm going to put this down right on here on my box, and then I've got this inside that I can put in here too. I could pop that up if I wanted to, but I probably will try to find some other little greeneries, or here we go. Might take some of these and put one or two of these on here just to edge that so that it looks a little bit, it looks like something's there, because it is a little bit of white on white, but I still think it looks good. There we go. So there we go. Look how quick that was, and how nice that would be for putting in a gift card, putting in a small pin, putting in some ephemera if you were giving somebody a small ephemera, like some lace or some embellishments. Both of these really could be done in any other way. This one I have where I have this for a gift for a friend that I meant to send it off, but I didn't get it off. I have a pin in there that I'm going to be giving that as a gift box. So there we go. That's our first gift of Christmas. This is going to be a series of 12 different gifts. Some will be very simple like this. Some might be a little bit more involved, but I like to talk about things that are simple and fast around Christmas. When it comes to mini albums and something that's a little bit more extensive, we probably most of those should be done by now because we're not going to have that much more time to get them done. So if you like this video, please hit the subscribe button and the like button. Leave a comment about anything else that you might like to see for 12 Gifts of Christmas. But thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it, and have a great night.